Hey there, Pisces Ascendant. This is your Ascendant Forecast for the week ahead from Monday, the 24th of November, right the way through to Sunday, the 30th of November, 2025. And this is a much more exciting week ahead for you. There's a beautiful sweet spot energy that's coming up with two of your ruling planets and Venus, which I think is really quite good. We've also got Saturn going direct in your own sign, which is going to be a huge relief for you because he's been retrograde in your sign since he's been retrograde and coming back into your sign from July the 13th. So that's going to be a huge release. There's all sorts of things going on in this week ahead. So if you're new to this channel, by the way, my name's Louisa, and I'm going to dive right in just a second. But before I do, I just want to let you know that this is a whole sign Western tropical forecast using a whole sign Western tropical model. And I'll sort of explain a little bit more in case you're not sure what that means. So I guess I should probably just bring up the charts actually and show you about all the different changes that are going on so that you get a really good, helpful heads up for this week ahead. And I really do say it is a time of releases. This is a really good week that's coming up for you. So let's get cracking. As ever, just before we get going, I just want to put a shout out to the people who have traditionally supported my channel, either with a one-off donation or a regular donation, or people who are part of my membership. I really appreciate you because it all helps. It helps me to do what I love to do, which is to explore patterns with you on YouTube. Anyway, these are the two charts. This is the chart for the beginning of the week with the moon in Capricorn, and this is the chart for the end of the week with the moon in Aries. Now, this is a whole sign Western tropical model. What that means is we have one whole sign in every house. These little sections are houses. This is the first, the second, the third, the fourth, right the way through to the 12th. Now, when you look at your birth chart, you see that you've got Pisces and Aries in your first house, then this is a sign to also listen to the Aries forecast because Aries is also in your first house as well. So it's also a helpful message for you. But anyway, what you'll notice if you're eagle-eyed and like astrological patterns is that this chart is a real sort of Scorpio Sagittarius energy, and it's moving into more of a Sagittarius pattern. And that's really because we're moving out of the Scorpio season and really embracing what Sagittarius is bringing. Now, the great thing with Sagittarius is it's another sign that's ruled by Jupiter. Your rulers are, as a Pisces ascendant, your chart rulers are Neptune here and Jupiter here. And Jupiter is also ruling your 10th house, which is where you have Sagittarius. The 10th house is about your career. It's about how people see you in the big outside world and see your contributions and how you get recognized for your efforts. And so this is a really important time you're coming to. This is the time of year when traditionally you get noticed a lot more. So it's a very, very exciting time. Now, in the last week, we had a Scorpio new moon, including Mercury retrograde in your 9th house. And that will have been opening up opportunities for you to go wilder, deeper, more into your spirituality, more into the world, more into the unknown. And it's pretty exciting. And of course, since then, the moon and the sun have gone into your 10th house. The moon has continued moving, but it's like the message of that depth is coming into your career. It's about to infuse your career or your outward journey, your outward legacy, whatever it is you're creating for yourself in your life. I mean, your legacy might be your children. Your legacy might be just being a nice person. I don't know. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's a really great aim, actually, to be a helpful, kind, considerate person. But the focus is on your output now. And so you might ask yourself, how is my output changed and deepened because of my recent rich new moon experience? Like, what am I learning? What have I been learning recently that is now deepening my whole experience of life? And so that's where we're at, which I think is quite exciting. Now, I see this week as a week of two halves. Monday through Wednesday, 24th to 26th. This is stuff that we're adjusting and recognizing that there might be new patterns that we weren't aware of. And and it's a helpful time. We're still in the new moon phase, which is that we're gently warming up. We're not ready to take action yet. It's as if you've gone to a workout and you're just doing the regulatory warm-up exercises, like all your wrist rolls. Yeah, I'm doing it with my ankles underneath my desk as I'm speaking to you, like rolling your head and stuff. So you're warming up. But we're coming up to the first quarter on the 28th, which is Friday the 28th, and that is when it's like, okay, here come the main exercises. This is the main thing. It's like you've been eating your starter, but you're coming up to the main course. And so on the 24th, Mars's position at the top of the chart, in the sign of Sagittarius in your 10th house to do with your career. If you're noticing that there's something holding you in place at the moment, but it's not allowing you to move forwards, it might be because there's this conflict going on. Like on the one hand, you're learning about yourself and the power of your appearance, your persona, who you consider yourself to be, versus how you've allowed people to make their own decisions about you, and the sort of inescapable difficulty of knowing you can't actually change what people think about you. People will think about whatever they want about you, irrespective of whether it's true or not. There's nothing we can do actually to influence the people in our life at all. People are always free in their minds to think what they want. So to me, it feels like there's this matter of public opinion going on, which is holding you in place a little bit. So anywhere where you haven't learned that there's nothing you can do about what people think, all you can do is listen to feedback and decide whether you're going to take it on or not. And often some people give you feedback just because you've asked for it, where they might not even have a view of you, which can be interesting. But if you take that to heart, it might not move you forwards, when actually what you're learning right now is to have this cast iron confidence in yourself, to the point where you don't need to completely ask, oh, do you think that was the right move? Do you think that's the right thing for me to do? Am I right? So to me, this is you coming out of that inner discussion with other people about how worthy you are, as opposed to you just claiming it. And so I think as you claim your worth, and it's a challenge for you, because Pisces rising people don't tend to do it very well. They tend to challenge themselves a lot more than they need to. This is a challenging thing for you to go through, but it's going to be really helpful. And so that's what you're really considering as you're coming into this week. And then so that's Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday is beautiful. I love this. Mercury retrograde and Venus come into a conjunction in your 9th house. It's really solidifying the fact that you want to feel free. So whatever you're doing in life, you don't want to feel beholden to somebody else. You want to feel free to make your own decisions about philosophical, political, spiritual, religious beliefs and cultural beliefs. You don't want people to spoon feed it to you. So again, like when you this is less about what other people think. This is so much more about what you think and how you get freedom in making up your own mind. So again, there's this other nudge for you to, like a really big nudge, to like, what do you think? What does this mean to you? And screw everyone else, no offense, and not screw them, but you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter what people are saying. This is your life, your experience. And if you're continuously living your life through everybody else's perception, which you can never know if that is true. I mean, it's all made up. Your mind reading what you think people think about you. You have no actual knowledge that actually what you think they're thinking is actually what they're thinking. If you spend your whole life doing that, you'll exhaust yourself and not give you the potential to come forwards really in the shape that you were born to be, so it's important. And then straight after on Wednesday, and this is the sweet spot, Venus is making this lovely, gorgeous exact trine to Jupiter from the 9th to the 5th. This is you coming into your self-expression beautifully and powerfully. And she's also making an exact trine to Saturn in your 1st house. So for you to become completely self-expressed, it might change the form that you come forward in. It might change how you look. It might change how you stand. But there is a difference. a felt, known, physical difference. I love that. And then from Friday, by the way, Thursday is Thanksgiving Day. For if you're an American and you celebrate Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to you. But there's nothing really significant about the planets I care to mention. But on the 28th, that's Friday, we've got the first quarter. It's time to move. We've warmed up our body and we're about to shoot forwards. Saturn goes direct in your first house, so you have less doubt about yourself. Isn't that great? On the 29th, Mercury goes direct. So sorry, I'm trying to get all my words out. So it feels like you're more direct about yourself, no doubts. And then Mercury going direct in the ninth house, you also feel comfortable to claim your freedom and to be intellectually free and make up your own mind. And then on Sunday, this is where it gets even more interesting. On Sunday, Venus is, for some reason, I've lost the line here. I don't know where that's gone, but Venus is exactly in opposition to Uranus from your third to your ninth house. It feels like you've got this freedom away from the crowd and what the crowd might think. Almost like there's independence from the crowd and this joy in connecting to the flow of what interests you. And so that's a real change. And then she also makes an exact trine to Neptune, which again, that line has disappeared as well. But she makes an exact trine to Neptune, and you've got so much forgiveness for yourself. It's a time to kind of cry about where you were cruel to yourself, but all of a sudden you come into that kindness. It's beautiful. And then finally, Venus comes into the sign of Sagittarius. She's refreshed. She's ready to go. She's ready to be seen. You're ready to be adored. And it feels like a really beautiful journey that you've been on, which if you've enjoyed these journeys, these like little weekly vignettes of your, of what's going on for you. If you like these journeys I'm taking you on, you might also like to go even deeper. I have a school membership on the platform school.com, SKOOL.com. And with that, I've got a forecast group where I put in Monday to Friday forecasts and also weekly love and weekly money career forecasts for each sign of the zodiac. If you want to go even deeper and have all of that and also learn within the group, we have activities where we come with our own charts and we share and learn together. But maybe you're ready to do something even deeper and even more luxurious and possibly challenging and eye-opening. I'm opening up 10 spots for a year-long private mentorship and astrological mentorship, where I'll be exploring your chart on a month-by-month basis with you, live in consultation, where we can go through the rhythms of your life, the healing modalities, maybe some relationships with people close to you, but really looking at your life as an ongoing journey, month by month. So you're learning about yourself at such a deep level. It's very profound. So if any of that is like, whoa, that's what I need, then just go straight to my channel page where you can find out how to apply. And also, if you go into the video notes of this, there'll be some details for you. So wishing you a wonderful week ahead and look forward to catching up with you all soon. Lots of love. Bye for now.